There's a painful truth nobody warns you about. Some people don't enter your life to walk beside you. They enter to study you, to use your energy, to borrow your light until they no longer need it. And the worst part? Fake friends rarely look like enemies. They laugh with you, celebrate with you, sit at your table, while quietly waiting for your downfall. The Stoics understood this centuries ago, and Machiavelli, he practically built a manual on human deception. So today we're uncovering the 7 signs your friends are not truly your friends, before they cost you your peace, your future, or your identity. Watch carefully, because by the end of this video, you may never look at your circle the same way again. Enjoying the channel? Subscribe now so you never miss a new video. Now let's dive right in. Section 1. They only appear when you have value. There's an ancient Stoic idea. People reveal themselves not during your rise, but during your silence. Think about it. When your life is exciting, when you have money, status, opportunities, influence, connections, suddenly everyone remembers your name. Your phone buzzes. People invite you out. They check in. But disappear for 6 months. Lose your job. Go through heartbreak. Become inconvenient. Now watch how quiet the room becomes. Machiavelli once observed that most alliances are built on utility, not loyalty. As long as a person benefits from you, they remain close. The moment the benefits disappear, so do they. Real friendship survives seasons where there is nothing to gain. Fake friendship survives only while the table is full. And here's the dangerous part. Many people confuse attention with loyalty. Attention is cheap. Loyalty is expensive. A real friend sits beside you when there's no audience, no rewards, no social advantage. The fake friend treats relationships like investments. If the emotional profit disappears, they withdraw. Stoicism teaches emotional observation, not paranoia, observation. Watch who stays during your winter. That is your real tribe. Section 2. They secretly enjoy your failures. This sign is subtle, dangerously subtle, because fake friends often clap the loudest for your victories while silently hoping you fail. You'll notice it in micro expressions, in delayed congratulations, in passive comments disguised as jokes. You tell them about a new opportunity, and instead of excitement you hear, "Wow, you got lucky. Let's see how long that lasts." Don't get too confident. The Stoics believed envy is one of the most destructive human emotions because it disguises itself so well. Envy smiles. Envy hugs you. Envy says, "I'm proud of you." But internally, envy suffers every time you rise. Machiavelli warned rulers to fear those closest to them more than open enemies. Why? Because hidden resentment is more dangerous than visible hatred. An enemy attacks from the front. A fake friend attacks through subtle sabotage. Sometimes they discourage your ambitions. Sometimes they minimize your wins. Sometimes they plant tiny seeds of doubt until you sabotage yourself. And often, they do it so carefully, you almost feel guilty for noticing. Here's the truth. A genuine friend feels inspired by your growth. A fake friend feels threatened by it. One celebrates your light, the other competes with it. Section 3. They gossip about everyone, including you. Pay attention to people who constantly bring you secrets, because if they gossip with you, they gossip about you. Machiavelli understood information as power. People who weaponize gossip are usually trying to elevate themselves socially by controlling narratives. And fake friends love narrative control. They'll pretend to warn you about others while quietly collecting information about your vulnerabilities. Then one day, those private conversations somehow return to the world. The Stoics valued silence for a reason. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself to speak less and observe more because words expose character. A person addicted to gossip reveals something terrifying. They cannot be trusted with intimacy. Real friends protect your name when you're absent. Fake friends protect their image at your expense. Notice this carefully. How someone talks about others in private is practice for how they'll talk about you later. And fake friends often create chaos because chaos keeps them socially relevant. They need drama, conflict, tension, because without it, they have no power. A peaceful mind becomes difficult to manipulate. That's why Stoicism emphasizes emotional discipline. The less reactive you become, the less useful you are to manipulators. Section 4. They disappear when you evolve. Not everyone wants to see you transform. Some people only like the version of you they could control. The insecure version, the available version, the self-doubting version. But the moment you become disciplined, focused, ambitious, they begin pulling away. Why? Because your evolution forces them to confront their stagnation. This is one of the most painful realities of growth. Sometimes your success becomes a mirror people don't want to look into. Machiavelli believed human beings are naturally resistant to change, especially when that change shifts power dynamics. The moment you improve your life, the hierarchy changes. The friend who once felt superior suddenly feels challenged. So they mock your routines, your goals, your discipline. You've changed. But what they really mean is, you no longer benefit me in the same way. Stoicism teaches detachment from external validation. Not everyone is meant to walk with you forever. Some people are seasonal. And maturity means accepting that outgrowing people is not cruelty, it's alignment. A real friend adapts to your growth. A fake friend resents it. Section 5. They only support you publicly. This is modern friendship's greatest illusion. Public support, likes, comments, reposts, performative loyalty. But privately, nothing. No encouragement, no genuine care, no presence when life becomes difficult. Machiavelli understood performance better than most people ever will. He knew humans are obsessed with appearances. Many fake friends maintain relationships publicly because it benefits their image socially. Being associated with you becomes useful branding. But real loyalty happens in private rooms. A real friend calls when nobody's watching, checks on your mental state, defends you in conversations you'll never hear. Fake friends support visibility. Real friends support humanity. And Stoicism asks an uncomfortable question. Would this person still value me if nobody else could see our friendship? That question alone exposes everything. Because many people love proximity to success, not connection. Section 6. They keep score. Fake friends rarely give freely. Everything is transactional. Every favor becomes debt. Every kindness becomes leverage. And eventually, they remind you of it. After all I've done for you, remember when I helped you? You owe me. This is not friendship. This is accounting. Machiavelli viewed relationships through exchanges of power, and manipulative people constantly calculate emotional advantage. Nothing is sincere. Even generosity becomes strategy. The Stoics, however, believe virtue should exist without expectation. True loyalty does not demand applause. A real friend helps because their character compels them to, not because they're preparing future guilt. Be careful around people who constantly remind you of their sacrifices. Often, the reminder is the real price. And here's something profound. Healthy friendships feel light. Manipulative friendships feel heavy. One nourishes your spirit, the other quietly drains it. Your nervous system notices long before your mind does. Section 7. You can never fully be yourself around them. This may be the clearest sign of all. Your body knows. Around fake friends you perform, you calculate your words, you hide parts of yourself. You feel tension you cannot explain. Why? Because deep down you do not feel emotionally safe. Stoicism emphasizes inner peace as a compass. If someone repeatedly disturbs your peace, pay attention. Your intuition often recognizes danger before logic catches up. Machiavelli understood masks better than most philosophers. He knew society runs on performance, and fake friends survive through masks. Different personality in every room, different morals with different people, different loyalty depending on opportunity, but authenticity exposes them. That's why they subtly pressure you to conform. Real friendship allows honesty. Fake friendship requires performance. And eventually, constant performance becomes exhaustion. The right people make your nervous system relax. The wrong people make you feel watched. Never ignore that feeling. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Not everyone close to you is connected to you. Some people are attached to your usefulness, your energy, your resources, your potential. And once those things disappear, so do they. But Stoicism teaches something powerful. You do not need many people. You need truthful people. A small circle with genuine loyalty is worth more than a crowd filled with hidden envy. And Machiavelli reminds us that human nature does not change simply because someone smiles at us. Wisdom is learning to see beyond appearances. So as you leave this video, ask yourself, who celebrates me privately? Who protects my name when I'm absent? Who stays when I have nothing to offer? Those answers reveal everything. Because peace begins the moment you stop forcing loyalty from people who were never loyal to begin with. And sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is walk away quietly. If this video made you rethink your circle, subscribe for more content on Stoicism, human nature, psychology, and power. And comment below, which of these 7 signs have you experienced personally? Because your experience might help someone else wake up before it's too late. Thank you.